Hi, my name is Eric Daw from OmniFit, and today, seniors, I got a great topic for you. But before I get into the topic, I got a quick question for you. How many of you are either right-handed or left-handed? How many of you actually have more of a dominant side out of your right eye or your left eye? Or have your stronger leg as your left or your right? Well, if you're like me, then you actually do have one side that you actually prefer or the other. That's why this video is all about why we should train both sides of our body differently or spend extra attention on both sides of our body. But before we start, let's get into it. So folks, point number one, why do you want to train your body or both sides of your body separately? Well, I'm going to give you a great example. As you see me doing right here, you just see me doing a squat where I'm working the left and the right side at the same time. Of course, I always say it's squat one of the most fundamental functional exercises for seniors to master. Definitely to master. However, one thing that a squat doesn't always pick up is the weaknesses on each side of the body. So point number one is why we want to train our body on each side differently or separately is that it highlights weaknesses on both sides of your body. That's the point, folks, highlights different weaknesses. So I'll give you an example. One activity that we do often, or you're gonna do definitely at some point today, is walk. Walking highlights what stride length is different on both sides. I'll give you another example, lunging, when you step forward, it highlights weaknesses with your right and left leg, your right and left arm, which is very important, very important. So when we actually put them together and go back to doing a squat, when we bring both of those sides, we've trained them and they're both as strong as they can, then you'll actually be able to do the squat better than you actually can do it now. So that's why training it separately is great for highlighting your weaknesses. So folks, for the next example, I have a weight in my hand right here. The reason I only have one weight is if I put it beside me as I'm holding it right here, and for example, stood on one foot, what do you notice? Or what if you try this example, what do you notice? You notice that your core has to engage even more. Would it be the same if I had two weights or one weight in each hand? Yeah, of course the core would engage, but the fact that it's in this side, it actually is pulling me in this direction. So to maintain an upright position like I just did or how I readjusted, it actually makes my core engage even more. So I'll put this weight down. And what if I was to do the same example, but to grab an even heavier weight? So I'm gonna grab a heavier weight right here. And what do you notice with this big heavy weight on this side? It's pulling me down, pulling me in this direction. And the only way to maintain an upright position is to really engage my core muscles. So folks, I'm gonna put my weight down. So folks, what you notice is the more I put a weight in the hand and I balance on one side, it really forces me to engage my core. I'll give you another example, folks, and I've actually talked about this exercise in other videos. A one-arm row. Doing anything with one arm, single arm, again, forces you to engage your core because you're actually more unbalanced on one side. So just being more unbalanced on one side forces you to maintain core engagement, which is an added benefit from using a weight on either side or doing one thing at a time. So that's point number two, folks. So folks, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, should I do single arm, single leg training only and forget all the other stuff? The answer is no. We still want to do both arms, both legs at the same time, and also mix it with single arm, single leg training. The reason why is when you address the strengths and weaknesses of the single side and when you go back to the double side, you actually are stronger when you address those weaknesses. That's actually a little secret that a lot of people don't tell you when it comes to training seniors or strength training for seniors. And I have another answer for you folks. I know you have this question. Will one side and the other side be 50-50? Well, I'll give you another quick answer, folks. The answer is probably no. As you folks already have, you're probably dominant on one side is a little bit stronger or weaker. They'll never probably be 50-50, but if you can get them to 60-40, 55-45, or as close as even as possible, that's what we want to work up to. We want to avoid probably 80-20, 70-30, but if we get them close enough, that's where we want to be. For those that are interested, I got a free Facebook group in the description. Check it out. Other than that, folks, those that are watching, please like and subscribe. This is Eric Daw from MountyFit. Take care.